this video, I survived 100 days in a Minecraft modded biome world. This means I have over 100 plus biomes to explore, literally. In this Minecraft world, you can find end cities in the overworld, next to villages, crimson forest, massive trees if you want, and so much more, so get ready. If this video hits 500 likes, I'll do a part 2 to this, and even subscribe, since not too many of you do, plus this took a while to make. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you in the video. Day 1 just started with going to kill some sheep and going to get some wood, rip sheep, but the weather just changed so quickly, so I went to go over to an end biome and found some chorus berries, so I'm probably going to live on that for a while. And I don't know why, my instincts told me to go kill some mobs instead of building the house first, so that's what I went to go do, and that was a big mistake. Then I found an end city and I was considering raiding it, and then I realized I have stone tools. But it ended up being a risk because all these mobs came after me, so I was trying to dodge it as fast as I can. Luckily I actually got away though. It was only because of my god ninja moves. I'm like the best player. I ended up getting away and also finding the village, which was so good. I actually have shelter, no way, I don't believe it. Day 2, I basically just stole all the wheat from the village that let me sleep in their house, so that's cool. Anyway, I left the village and went to go exploring for a home, and then I found a massive tree. So I did what everyone would do if they found a massive tree. Run towards it at full speed. Anyway, I went to go start chopping the tree and actually getting proper resources. But funny enough, there was actually a village right next to the tree, and I went to go explore it, and it was pretty bad, not gonna lie. Like, if there was a $2 shop as a village, it would be this. But it seemed alright because I ended up finding an abandoned nether portal, which hopefully had some good loot. And it surprisingly did. It had Form's free boots, so that would actually be really good for a while, and a fortune free shovel. Well, I started to build a house next to the tree because I want to do a massive tree house eventually by the 100 days. And hopefully if I do 200 days, I'm probably going to expand. So, you know, like for 200 days. Day 3, I kind of finished the basis of a house, but I need to change it because it kind of looks like Megamind. Anyway, like most of this day, I just kind of spent mining, going to get coal and iron because I really need to get that loot eventually, and like at the start would be good. Today, I just wanted to make the house look nicer because who likes looking at ugly things, which is what I say to myself. I was actually starting to like the look of the house a lot more when I was working more on the sides of it. I didn't realize though that I really need chests because look at that inventory. Awful. And then I actually did it. I actually craft some iron armor, so I won't have to worry on my armor for a little while until we get diamonds at least. Desesko with the armor, what is he gonna do though? Day 5, I continued working on the house, and I actually finished it this day. Don't care what anyone says, biggest glow up of all time. The rest of the day, I just continued slaying mobs and getting more iron so I could actually get max iron tools, which would be really good. Day 6 to 7, I decided to explore and found a crimson biome. So I wanted to get resources straight away and probably get some levels too, because getting quartz, I swear, is so easy for getting levels, so I just stacked on those for like a whole day. Anyway, funny enough, I found diamonds in the mountain, which surprised me because I was like, why are they so high? But I wasn't complaining because they're diamonds. While I was on my way back, I found a brand new biome, which I actually really liked. I don't know what to call it, so I just called it midget tree biome. Get absolutely destroyed sheep. As on the way back, I found even more biomes, which this one was actually really cool. It was just tons of massive trees. But it was all fun because I eventually made it all the way back. Day 8, I just continued expanding the house because it was pretty small at the moment. And I just spent most of the day, otherwise than that, just getting wood. I also ended up finishing that hallway the same day. Day 9, I was already outside, so I just decided to get tons of resources while I'm at it. I also began working on a furnace room that's going to be higher up in my house, because I want to make this like a massive tree house. And we did it. We finally made the room. Day 10 to 14 was finally the long mining trip, getting all the ores that we need. But then I thought it would be better to do a mine at my house. I don't know why, but I decided to make this lava pit my mining area. So this is where all my chests would be and my furnaces would be when I smelt. I basically just spent this day making it much bigger. I then made a strip mine room just for mining diamonds because diamonds are very important, obviously. I spent the rest of my time just going to mine diamonds so I could go get some diamond tools. Yeah, that's kind of it. Like, the kind of shiny, the kind of blue, the kind of nice, but you know, diamonds. Day 15, I just ended up mining obsidian for a little while because I want to get an enchantment table. Otherwise than that, I started a sugarcane farm and I'm preparing to make a cow farm. Honestly, I probably chose the worst time to make a cow farm, but like, nah. Day 16 was actually bringing the cows to my farm. I got a few and it was actually going pretty well. Since it was raining, I just decided to go up and look at the view. I then decided to go get sugarcane for my farm. I don't know why I'm doing it during it's raining. I should have done the mining trip after. I then found that end city again and I was considering raiding it, but I decided I might do it in like a couple days, or I'm not really sure yet, but I will eventually do it. At least I found some sugarcane in the end. Day 17, I was just doing extra stuff while I was waiting for the sugarcane to grow because I really wanted to make some bookshelves. But the luckiest thing that day happened. I found a woodland mansion only 400 blocks away from my spawn. If you don't know how rare that is, it's extremely rare, as most woodland mansions usually spawn 10,000 blocks or even more away from you. Day 18, I continued exploring and I found a sugarcane biome, which was low-key annoying because I just spent so long getting sugarcane. But I mean, it was good because I eventually got tons of sugarcane in the end. Day 19, I found this new massive tree biome, which is probably the coolest biome I found yet. And if I do 200 days, I'm probably going to end up making a base here. It was such a nice biome and it had this massive river as well, which actually led into the main trees. This was really cool and I'm definitely going to come back here if I do another video. And that day I just continued going to get more food, might as well get some more resources. That's kind of what I just did. But that night, a creeper went to go attack these dogs and I went to go save them. And then the dog ended up actually saving me and I was like, oh, I need to pet this dog. I just got to take it. And then, you know, I go to save the dog. I go save it with the creep explosion. I saved the dog's life. And now I got a dog. Oh yeah. That's the greatest anime origin of all time. Day 20 to 22. I went back to the sugarcane biome and I found this really weird structure. And it actually had really good loot, which really confused me. But after that, I decided I explored for too long and it's time to go home. But that may have took me an hour because I got really lost. But honestly, it was fun because I ended up getting home. But oh, it was so painful. Day 23, I decided to start killing cows because I really need to get bookshelves. And I decided to trade with a villager because look at this. This is a deal. Hey, this is a deal, all I'm saying. Later that day, I got an enchantment table, which was good, but I need to make a room for it. For now, I just enchanted some of my stuff and enchanted my armor. Day 24 to 25, I decided working on a water elevator because I will need a replacement from that ladder. So I spent most of that day just getting cows for going back and forth and getting all the calc ready for the water elevator. This was taking a long time because I messed up a few times, but I finally got it working. Now all I have to do is make a way to get down. But I made a solution. I just decided to mine down and add a tiny bit of water at the bottom. I had to get rid of the double doors though. Rest in peace, double doors, you'll always be loved. Day 26 is finally the day I'm gonna raid the end city. Don't worry, I fed my cows. But I need to get some food first, so I just decided to make a smoker. It was getting night though, and I was getting prepared to raid the end city. I honestly hate going up these stairs so much. I found out that the main end city didn't actually have any loot, which was so annoying because I went all the way up, but I still didn't give up hope. The ship might have some or even have a elytra, so I decided to keep going. You don't even want to know how many shulkers I had to fight. I hate them so much, I don't care. Shulkers are the worst mob. Actually, maybe skeletons. Still have to debate on that. Anyway, I got into the chest and I saw some good loot. Protection IV on diamond armor. I had to take it. I was so lucky I didn't use my diamonds on getting armor because this loot was really good. The second chest was also really good. It had a knockback one sword with mending and unbreaking. So I had to use that now for my diamond sword. And it had tons of mending armor. So I had to use this too. There was no elytra, but I ended up using some of the resources because I really like the material of end cities. So I decided to just save some. After I looted it, I just decided to go back to my base and I wrapped day 26 pretty well. Day 27 to 29. These days I just kind of worked on the enchantment room and enchanting my tools. That's really all I did, but I still got a lot done during those days. The enchantment room was done for now. I'll probably work on it later. These days I went to go get gold because I really need to start making a mine shaft so I can easily get down to my mine. I also worked on the stairs here, but that doesn't really matter. Anyway, for the rest of these days I just crafted the railways and made sure they're perfect. This took so much time because I suck at doing this. And I may have failed a few times, as you can see by this clip. Yeah, but on day 31 I finally finished it, which made me so happy because now I legit feel like Usain Bolt going up this. I was so slow before. The next day I just went exploring and found another village near my house, which actually had a really good trader. There's 20 wheat for 1 emerald, and this biome is basically wheat, so I abused this for like the whole day. I felt like I was scamming him even though he's getting what he wanted. Day 33, I really didn't do much. All I did was just get obsidian for the portal. Day 34 to day 35, I just kind of worked on the Nether portal because I didn't want the Nether room to look like a cracked in, because why not? I really didn't do much to it though, and I just decided to go into the Nether because I really need to get some levels. I ended up mining quartz for most of the day, which was boring, but it was really worth it. I then later decided to trade with a piglin, which was actually funny because I got ender pearls my first drop. It's confirmed, I'm dream. I decided to go to a warped forest, which is good, because I'm going to use all this wood to detail the nether room, which is what I ended up doing the next day. Days 36 to 37, I just grinded getting material from the nether and working on the nether room. And the nether room is done. I'm actually so happy with how it looks. I was also really happy because I'm not good at building. Day 38, I decided to go back to the nether and found the bastion. I thought I was capable of raiding it. Luckily enough, where I came from, I found 4 blocks of gold. So my attempts of raiding it didn't really go too well. I didn't realize how much damage they actually do. So I thought I could abuse the game by building up and attacking them. And that didn't work either. I did loot a chest though, which was actually good because it had netherite scraps. But my luck didn't last long. Although my sword is great for yeeting them across, I nearly died. This honestly was so scary. I just built as fast as I can. I didn't have to dig underground just in case if I get attacked by them again. But I did thankfully make it back to the portal. Day 39, I just became a McDonald's factory and killed some cows. This is because I went to go grind some books and bookshelves so I can get way better enchantments for my work. Day 40, I took all my sugarcane so I can make some paper. So I decided to make even more bookcases because I wanted to get better enchantments on my table. And that's what I did for a good amount of the day. But then I realized I need to get an anvil. So I just grinded iron for a while, which was worth it as I got my anvil. From all the books, I eventually got way better enchantments, which I put on some of my armor. Day 41 to 44, I just started with feeding my cows. Yeah, I totally feed my cows a lot, I promise. But I know what you guys are thinking. You're probably like, Desesko, your house sucks. You don't even have a chest room. Well, that's what I'm doing today. I actually made it to the top of my tree and it looks really nice from up here. So the chest room's gonna look really cool. I thought of adding a little interval here, which will look really nice, and then you can go to the main chest room. So that's what I planned on doing first. It was just gonna be simple, but like, as long as it's something. After all the little details, I decided to add a balcony because, you know, who doesn't like a balcony? And it was done. Now I can finally start doing the chest room. So I finished the chest room and I was actually so happy with how it looked. Day 45, I spent the whole day moving all my loot all the way up there, and eventually it was worth it. Day 46, I went and mined for ores, because when I get max diamond armor, I can finally move along and fight bosses. So that was my plan for most of the day. Right after that, I crafted a diamond chest plate, but I needed to get more levels, so I thought the quickest way right now for me to get levels is go get quartz from the nether. So that's what I did for around 5 minutes, and I got to level 29, but I realized I need to get level 30. So I just kind of spent the rest of the night killing sheep, and yeah. And so when I went back to go enchant it, I got thorns free and protection free, which is really good. Now look at me, I'm a shiny boy. Day 47 to 49, I just decided to go make some new tools and enchant them. Right after that, I went to go feed my cows and struggled to parkour over this. But that's not the only thing that happened. A creeper blew up and just killed all my cows. I was shocked. So I kind of spent most of the time of that day just recreating it, making a new fence. I lost like all my cows. I did get some food, I guess, but still, I lost all my cows. The thing I'm still wondering is how on earth did a creeper get in there? You know what? They're having a netherite floor now. They can deal with it. Right after I got so much food, I thought, why don't I just go cook it all? I basically became a fast food restaurant, and while that was happening, I decided to go decorate the mining room because I had nothing else better to do. But I might as well do it while I'm here, I guess. You know, there's no harm. I decided since I got better loot, I might as well go to the Nether and find a fortress. And I did, but it was not good. Now I understand why the achievement's called a terrible fortress. I actually found the blaze spawner really quick, so I just grinded blazes for like a day, and then I decided to go back because this fortress was so bad. But it was good because now I got blaze powder so I can make some eyes at ender and actually finally locate the stronghold and kill the ender dragon. Day 50, I finally made some eyes at ender with the blaze powder I got, and I just decided to go grind spiders for a bit so I can make a bow and arrow, which I did, and I enchanted it to get power and punch, which sadly I didn't get infinity, but it's fine. Day 51 to day 59 is where we actually go find the stronghold. We had to take a boat for this obviously because we had to travel a lot, but it's worth it because after this we will finally kill the ender dragon. But that's not the only thing we do. We find a black and white tree, well, tree forest, which has really just black and white trees, which is really cool. And it turns out that the stronghold is actually here. So I found a stronghold and I go mining, even though I have to search for ender pearls now, which is going to be annoying. But the thing that's cool about this stronghold is it's the most cursed one I've ever seen. Nothing's attached. I've never seen a stronghold like this. I found a library, which I thought would actually be really good, but it turns out there's nothing in there. But that doesn't matter because I find the end portal minutes later. But now I know where the stronghold is, so I'm not worried. All I have to do now is find ender pearls. Well, I'm on the search for more ender pearls. I find a brand new biome I've never seen. Honestly, I've seen nothing like this. I was amazed when I first saw it. It was like a water biome. It was like Atlantis. I don't even know. It was amazing. So I just grabbed some of the material because I might use it for the future for buildings and who even knows. But I decided to continue my journey by killing some endermen doing that. This took so long because I swear I killed over like 60 endermen and I only got a few drops. It was so painful, but eventually I was getting even more enderman drops and I eventually got 9 ender pearls, which is all I needed. But the last thing I need is to go get feathers, so I need to go kill tons of chickens, which didn't even take that long. Right after that, I went straight back to the stronghold. I finally found it. I don't know why I used cobblestone to build up in a black and white biome, that's just something I would do. Anyway, I finally got enough ender pearls to light up the portal, and this means I'm ready to fight the ender dragon, so let's get in. I spent most of my time breaking end crystals so I can kill the ender dragon even quicker. Too bad I suck with bows, it's actually embarrassing. But it's fun because we eventually got there and the dragon started losing health. This is the play that saved me. I was 100% sure I was gonna die. But you know how I said? I killed the ender dragon. Can't believe it, Desesko actually killed the ender dragon. Wow, I did it. I was so happy I killed the ender dragon because all that grinding was worth it. And now I can even do more in my Minecraft world. Let me steal all this XP. Oh yeah, I swear the ender dragon gives you so much, it's crazy. These next Minecraft days were pretty relaxing, but I really wanted to get a name for my dog. So I went to go to a mine shaft and grinded until I found a chest with a name tag. This was really good and I decided to name my dog Dog. Yep, what a creative name. Day 62 to day 65, I thought it'd be a really good idea to get some librarians for my Minecraft world, because this means I can get way better trades. So that's what I decided to do, but you need a room first, so that's what I did. But taking villagers there was so hard. It was the most frustrating thing ever, so it took me a long time. Like, I couldn't even get all the villagers in. I ended up getting 4 though, which will honestly do for now. I decided today I'm just going to go trade with my librarians so I can get better trades with them in the future. I also ended up replanting all my sugarcane. Otherwise than that, I just got way more resources. Day 67 to 73, I really wanted to go back to that bastion and raid it. But this is where it all went wrong. This bastion was a really weird structure and I was searching for days, like literal days, and I couldn't find it. I just don't think there actually was one. I just think it's a really bad generated one. But I ended up getting trades with piglins, and otherwise than that, I decided to go back. Day 74, I decided to make my loot the best I can physically make it with my levels. I had all the strip after the enchantments, it was so worth it. And with those enchantments, I just grinded creepers, because I really need to start making some TNT. And also with baby zombies, like, they're so annoying, please remove them. Day 75, I went to go find sand, and I found an abandoned nether fortress in a crimson forest, which was so cool but also so scary. Like, why is it so dark? But anyway, I came and found what I wanted. I actually got sand. It's kind of funny though, how rare sand is in this world compared to a normal one. Day 76 to 90 is when the grinding happens. I made a nether stairway so I can go get down to the ancient debris. Otherwise than that, I just grinded my TNT and my pickaxe to go get as much netherite as I can. I found an alright amount, but I ended up running out of TNT, but I still found a little bit of netherite. I needed about 16 pieces so I could get max netherite armor and tools. I knew the only way I could do that is if I go back and find a desert temple, because that's honestly the only way to get TNT quick in my opinion. So I went all the way down there and I just grabbed as much TNT as I can and went all the way back to the nether portal. And holy, why do I have so much netherrack? Why is there so much nether? I went back to my mine and started going for more netherite and I actually found way more, which is really good. So here's even more clips of me just mining netherite. So that's cool. This is honestly the thing that saved me. This saves so much time. There's 3 pieces next to each other and I was so confused. Once I got all that ancient debris, I can finally go back to the overworld. Now all I have to do is just smelt all the ancient debris and get some gold. Thank god I have all that gold from the bastion, so I can just use that. I decided while I wait to repair my tools. And yes, my pickaxe is named Yes. Anyway, the netherite scraps are finally smelted, so we can actually go make some netherite now. I crafted around 6 ingots, which means I can get boots, a helmet, a leggings, and a chest plate. Don't forget about the tools too. And now look, I'm covered in debris. Finally, day 91 was my plan to go raid the Woodland mansion, but unfortunately I had to change my mind on that, because when I actually got in the Woodland mansion, I was attacked by something I couldn't even see. I don't know if this was a bug or not, but I decided to get out because it did so much damage. I thought I was actually gonna die and I was worried. But if you guys actually want me to beat the Woodland mansion, you know, 200 days, like and comment. Day 92 to 97 were honestly the most painful days. I just had to grind wither skeletons for so long. This may only be a few to you, but I killed over 200, I swear. These are the most frustrating days. I usually like killing wither skeletons, and now I'm so sick of them. And also, I nearly died. It was so bad. But I just built as fast as I could and managed to survive. Like, that's the fastest I've ever built. Thankfully, I still got back from this. Day 98 to 100. It's the final countdown, literally. I decided to go get some gold apples to fight the wither, just in case. But I wanted to fight the wither in a really cool place. I wanted to go to a volcano biome, but they were so hard to find. I did find this new biome though, but I decided to just go with the black and white tree biome, which I know has a bad name. I'll work on them. But now here's the time I finally fight the wither. Wish me luck. Here I thought I was about to lose. I thought I was about to lose 100 days of Minecraft. But then thankfully I took the gold apple and it saved me from dying. And I decided to strive back and kill him. And just like that, I was surprised. We finally beat the wither. We got the Nether star. We finally beat him. And the sun comes up on day 100. I obviously made it back to my base and I decided to do a water bucket. You know, why not? I was that confident. Anyway, I decided to make a beacon and end day 100 with it. That was a crazy 100 days. Honestly, the most I've ever done in 100 days. But imagine 200 days. We just have to see.